Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching Bridgewater Knights. Oh, it's starting to get cold, but still drinkable. So, quick update. There was not any combat in the last session of Bridgewater Knights. Our players had defeated the demon, or I'm sorry, the fiend, and 3 individuals had popped up in the aftermath. A Goliath pirate. I believe she's female human. And a mysteriously hooded figure who was later determined to be a Yuan-Ti. Pure blood Yuan-Ti. So, these players have discovered each other and started conversing, and figuring out what they're going to do. After a while of, who are you? What are you doing? What do you do? What do you do? Pointing fingers and such to each other. The enchantress, the female wizard, human female wizard, discovered that she is in a country in another city that is far, far away. The equivalent of being in Los Angeles after being in Paris. Just poof, now you're in LA. So it's something that's from a totally separate part of the world. The Yuan-Ti is still not sure where she is at. And the Goliath pirate, we come to find out, is an actor. And he is utterly convinced he is on a set somewhere, and he can't get his basically his cell phone to work. He is time displaced, which is something unique to my setting. He is from the Citadel, which is 500,000 years in the future, or 50,000 years in the future. And it's run by Warforged. Very much a Shadowrun-esque setting. The Yuan-Ti, she still hasn't gotten to where she's from yet, so that's an interesting thing, and I haven't revealed where she's from. I've given her a place on the map of where she's from, but that's all. Last thing she recalls is a meteor strike. So after a few moments of figuring out who's what and where, they decide, all right, we got to get the tabaxi to a priest. So they get the tabaxi to Shepherd Reese across town. And, well, first they go into the Tipsy Drow. Then they take him over to Shepherd Reese and the Temple of Xandus, who are still recovering from the elemental attacks the previous week, the previous few days. So he is rezzed. The tabaxi is rezzed. Again, it goes into, who are you? What do you want? Blah, 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 blah. By the time they get back to the Tipsy Drow, Naren's there. Their liaison with the prince. And Naren's like, look, just come in tomorrow and write up so we can fill out a report and get this all put to bed behind us. Of course, Naren is stressed as usual. They get a long rest staying at the Tipsy Drow because now they don't know the password to get back into their base, and the only way to get back into their base is through the port. And the last time they were there, pirates were in their base because they invited them in to help defeat the cultist. So we'll see how that goes. They get to the next morning. They make their way to the castle. And as they cross the bridge, there are protesters outside wanting the druid that was trapped in a tree, the founder of Bridgewater, to be released, because even though he did cause the elementals to rise up and destroy parts of the city, there's the druid community, so to speak. We'll see how many actual druids are there later. But there are a lot of people protesting his imprisonment. And the players arrive just into that. So they make their way through the gates into the castle to speak with Naren. While they're speaking with Naren, the Yuan-Ti gets agitated and demands to see someone in charge. She does not like the way she's being dealt with and the respect that she deserves, and she wants to speak with someone in charge. So as she intimidates the hell out of this guard, everyone hears a roaring outside. They step outside. They all rush outside. Looking over, they see that the cell, for lack of a better word, that the druid is in has a large claw mark scratched across it. They look over to see that the green dragon they had captured is still locked in his cage. But there's another green dragon, fully formed green dragon in the courtyard, trying to get into the druid. And that is where I ended the session. So we'll see how it goes this coming up Sunday, and we'll find out what happens on the next episode of Bridgewater Knights. So that's all I've got for today, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 10 experience points. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get the second level. For every video that you share, the AMDM does hereby authorize you to gain 10 experience points. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. That's all I've got for now, so let's see. Why don't you go forth and roll some dice?